I was given these two triangles and I need to organize my work and show that they are similar to each other. So I'm going to do some highlighting before I do anything in my flowchart, because I find that highlighting stuff and color coding things helps me stay organized. So if I look at triangle CDF, I have that my smaller side is CF and that has a length of 2. So that's going to correspond to my smaller side in QRT, which is 8. All right, so those two yellow sides correspond with each other. CD has a length of 3, and that's going to correspond with RT, which has a length of 12. And I know that they correspond because of where their angles are placed and everything. And then that leads me to my angles. Angle C and angle R are marked as congruent. So I know that those two things are congruent. So those are the facts that I have in my diagram. So each fact should have its own fact bubble in my flowchart. So if I look at what they already gave me for my flowchart, I see that they have 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So this fact bubble right here is showing me what corresponds with those green sides that I marked in my diagram. 12 over 3 equals 4. That's the ratio of that corresponding pair of sides. My next fact bubble says 8 over 2 equals 4. That is my yellow highlighted sides. So those corresponding sides, if I put them in a ratio, I also get 4. So that tells me my two pairs of sides are proportional. They have the same ratio. They have the same zoom factor. So the one thing that's missing from what I had marked in my diagram is that my angle measures are congruent. That's the one thing that I had marked in my diagram that I don't have a fact bubble for yet. So I'm going to write a fact bubble for it. And the way I would write that is I would say angle C is congruent to angle R. Now, if I look at this, I have facts for side, angle, side. I have 3 fact bubbles and 3 parts of that condition that I need to meet. 2 pairs of sides being in the same proportion or having the same zoom factor, and then the angle between them. So I need a fact bubble for each one of those. And now I have a fact bubble for each one of them. I've got my side, my angle, and my side. And they don't have, the fact bubbles don't have to be in the order of side, angle, side, as long as the diagram itself has the angle between the two sides in both triangles. Okay, so now my conclusion is I can say, since I've met that condition for similarity, I can say that triangle CDF, and remember, I get to choose the order when I'm writing the first triangle, but whatever order I choose dictates what order the second triangle has to be in. So triangle CDF is similar to triangle C. Angle C corresponds with angle R, so I need to write R first. Angle D corresponds with angle T, so I need to write T second. And then F corresponds with Q, so I would write Q third. Now I have my conclusion bubble. I need to draw arrows to show how my logic flows. So my conclusion, I needed all 3 of these things to show this conclusion, to get to this conclusion. I needed to satisfy all 3 of those things to meet that condition for similarity. And then the reason is the condition of similarity that I met. The condition that I met is side, angle, side, similarity. And I draw like a little shelf off of my conclusion bubble to put my reason in. So there is your flow chart for showing 2 triangles are similar using side, angle, side similarity.